First, we get to know the characters of our wonderful story. Yasmin, a college girl in her prime, with the beauty of a fragrant rose. She is an orphan, and her mother is married to a tyrannical, oppressive, and disgruntled man. He drinks alcohol and plays games all night long, and sleeps all day long, and is ready to sell Yasmin and his wife for money. Amira. Yasmin's friend is from a rich family with a prominent position in society. But despite that, she is very humble, an extremely loyal friend, and is proud of her only friend, Yasmin. Ahmed, a young university student who lives with his mother, a psychiatrist. She separated from his father, who left them at a young age to marry a young girl who trapped him in her trap. Therefore, he has a complex against all girls. Khaled, a wealthy, first-class man who takes great pride in his status. Every day he has a new car and a new girl. Samira, the girl's mother, who is unlucky but knows all of God's limits and raised her only daughter on them. Yusuf, a more famous businessman than Nar Alam, owner of the strongest group of import and export companies. Mustafa, Yusuf's only spoiled son, a very beautiful and humble personality, and everyone who gets to know him loves him deeply because of his sincerity and kind heart. Madame Salma, Yusuf's wife, is from a very wealthy family. Omar, Yusuf's right-hand man, his childhood friend, and very loyal to him.
Beginning of the story. On the first day of university, Yasmin woke up early as usual every day, before the dawn call to prayer. So she performed ablution and prayed to her Creator to facilitate her affairs and help her, and not help her. And then she began preparing all the university supplies, and the birds began chirping with their soothing voices, and the warm morning light came, and then her phone bell rang. Yasmin. Good morning, Amira. I really missed you. It's all the way, and I will be with you, God willing. Her mother. Aren't you going to have breakfast, my daughter? Yasmin. I'm afraid I'll be late for my friend. Her stepfather. Be careful not to come without bringing some money with you. He who warns may be excused. Yasmin felt sad after her bright face was filled with joy, like a full moon on a full moon night. She got on the bus and got off in front of the university walls. While she was crossing the street, a car collided with her. She fell to the ground, but was not seriously injured. Here comes Amira, reprimanding the owner of the car. Amira, don't you see? Shame on whoever gave you a driver's license. You are truly blind. Yasmin puts her hand on her friend Amira's mouth and says, I'm sorry, it's all my fault, then leaves, holding her friend's hand. Amira, certainly your stepfather is behind your distraction. You were almost killed today. Don't you realize the state you have reached because of him? Yes, mine. He wants money from me, and where can I get the money that satisfies his eyes? He is never satisfied. I work in a restaurant, and in another store I work as a sweet seller. So what else do I do? Amira, I told you and begged you repeatedly to take the money from me and give it to your stepfather while you focus on your studies, and thus secure your future for yourself and for your mother. Yasmin sharply, how many times do I have to tell you that I do not accept sympathy from anyone? A look of sadness hidden in the heart appeared on Yasmin's features. She sighed and continued her speech, saying, Forgive me, princess, for being alone. I am really confused in my thinking. I do not know how I saved money, and today is the first day full of lectures. The time for the first lecture came, and the two girls went to the auditorium. Yasmin was sitting confused between many mazes, while the doctor was thinking about her. Doctor, Miss, can you explain to me where you stopped? Yasmin, I'm sorry. I was distracted. The doctor, on the first day? As punishment, go out and continue your wandering outside my hall. Yasmin came out, feeling very sad. She sat with her hand under her cheek, in complete distraction, and a hand was placed on her back. She was astonished, and turned around quickly, and there was a young man who looked extremely wealthy. Young man, Khaled, you are truly beautiful, but no one appreciates beauty like me. Yasmin, with a bold reaction, threw his hand from her back. Mind your own business and leave me alone. While she was leaving, angry about all the painful events on the first day, she bumped into the same young man who owned the car that collided with her in the morning. So she apologized and brought him the books that had fallen on the ground. The young man, Ahmed. All girls are made of the same material. They fake situations in order to attract the attention of a young man, by every means possible or not. Because she was so distressed by his hurtful words, she remained in place and did not say a single word, but tears flowed from her eyes, and blood flowed from her nose.